Hey everybody, it's 50 Shades of Ray live stream on Facebook and YouTube. Yes, we're doing a twofer today. We've got the laptop working on the Facebook, and we've got the desktop working on the YouTube. Now, I know that there's like absolutely nobody watching this right now. So I'm assuming it's all going to be recorded. I know on Facebook I can download it. On YouTube, I don't know. I don't know anything about YouTube live streaming. This is the first. Actually, this is the second one. I had some old video software for YouTube, which was Minicam, and I was using that. But the problem with here, let me readjust you a little bit. The problem with Minicam is that I can't see who's if somebody's chatting or not. And that's now okay. Now I'm too high. I need to check my shit here. Check my shit. My shit. There we go. The problem with the Minicam was that I couldn't see into chat. I couldn't see if somebody had popped in or who was talking. I have that ability on Facebook. Now, the way you live stream on Facebook is you download Google Chrome. Like if you have a laptop or you have a desktop, go download Google Chrome. Even if you don't like Google Chrome, you don't have to use it. You don't have to make it your primary web browser. But go onto go download Google Chrome, and when you get on Facebook, where you would write your comment section, if you look above that, it'll say write comment, blah blah blah, whatever, and it'll say go live. So you click on that, and you can use your desktop or your laptop, and you can go on Facebook Live. You don't have to have a smartphone. You don't have to have there. I know the glasses were reflecting. It's brighter than it's like we're on the surface of the fucking sun out there today. It's so fucking bright out there. I don't even know. I don't even want to know how hot it is. I've been running the air. So if you hear this old air conditioner kick on, fuck it. I don't mean to ignore you guys. I got to talk to my Facebook guys, but I got to talk to my YouTube people too. So whichever YouTube people show up. So this is the official. I think this is the official live stream for YouTube. I did sort of a test one the other day, and it came out well, and I was just like, hey, well, I'll be back. I'll be back. But it's just things and stuff, it's God, I'm trying to I want to do Facebook live streams, I want to do YouTube live streams, and I want to do Twitch gaming live streams, which are showing up on the YouTube channel. I'm exporting from Twitch TV to YouTube. So YouTube's kind of like the catch-all for everything right now as far as live streaming and gaming. Anything I live stream on Facebook is going to wind up on YouTube, so you can kind of catch up on it there. Anything that you missed, anything that we wind up doing on Twitch, it's going to wind up on YouTube. So you can come here to check everything, or you can join me on Twitter. I am on the twit. I am a twit. I tweet. And you can become one of my tweets. Follow me on Twitter at Raymond_Federle. And I will spell that out for you because everyone spells Federle wrong. And if they spell it wrong, they say it wrong. So it's at, the symbol at, RaYMOND underscore. God damn it. Don't you people know what an underscore is? You too. Federally. F as in Frank. E. D as in David. E-R-L-E. F-E-D-E-R-L-E. So join me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. I will follow back. Absolutely. I sub for sub and I follow back always. Or you can follow me on Facebook. Look for 50 Shades of Ray live stream wherever. We're also on VidMe. Now, VidMe only allows 3 gigabytes a week. Now, you can post videos and then delete them, and then you can post your limit and then delete those videos and then re-upload different videos. But what's the point? Because you want people to watch the videos that you've been created. And Facebook live stream, I am so sorry. It is so grainy. This is the laptop camera, and it's a horrible fucking camera. I am so sorry. I'm going to have to get another external camera for the laptop. I've got this Logitech up here, which I always thought was shitty, but it doesn't seem to be doing too bad of a job. But this laptop camera, man, it's just like, it's really bumming me out. I mean, I spent $600. Not quite $600. I spent like $500 on this fucking laptop. And the thing is, it's got a 17-inch screen. It was through Fingerhut. Okay, yeah, all right, I know, but I like Fingerhut. Okay, and it's a nice laptop. It's doing its job. It's powerful. It plays all my games. It's not a gaming laptop, but I guess the trade-off was the camera. The camera sucks. Okay, and I'm sorry for that. Really, I am. Normally, I would be doing my Facebook live stream with the Logitech camera, but here's the deal: I can't stream to YouTube and I can't stream to Facebook on the same goddamn camera because I've tried. I don't know. Maybe there's a trick or something that you can. There's some hacker trick that you can do, but I'm not that guy. I'm not the hacker guy. God, you know, with this being so hot outside today, I always got to have my coffee. That's the one thing that makes the day great. You know, it's just like you wake up in the morning and you're just like, oh God, it's a shitty morning. It's gonna be a shitty day. It's gonna be so shitty. And then you're like, but at least there's coffee. And I need more coffee, you know me. So so this has been it's been my quest here for the last week and a half or so to try to get out there more, to try to get social. It's, you know, I've had a YouTube channel for years, and it's sat there for a while, for a long time, and I've talked about it in other videos, and I've done little things here and there and stuff I wanted people to see, and the only way I could get them to see it was to upload it to YouTube and then give them the link and let them watch it. And you know, I was never interested in being a big YouTuber or making a living off of it. I just wanted to come on and talk. You know, I just wanted to come on and connect with people. And that's what I'm starting to do more so on Facebook, because you know what? Like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I bet you I only had 10 friends on Facebook, but that was by choice, and that was just like you know, some family. I didn't really have any friends, maybe like two friends on Facebook. But I started reaching out to family, and I've talked about this in other videos as well. We've got family all over the world. multicultural, we're multi-ethnic family. We've got Jamaican African Americans. Uh, we've got Norwegians and the Finnish or the Finns. We've got South Americans, Portuguese, Spanish, Mexican federales. I even think, and I still haven't gotten any confirmation on it, that there might be some Asian federales as well, or Pan-Asian, or Filipino federales out there, and I'm almost positive of it. They're just not on social media. They're just not on. They're not on. Well, they're not on Facebook. I got to do. I really have to do a federally search on Twitter. I haven't. It seems like I did it before, but nothing popped up, which was weird because there's got to be some federally on Twitter. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, it's been my quest for the last couple of weeks to reach out, to be more social. I'm kind of pretty much homebound because I have COPD and I have I'm dialysis 3 times a week. I have kidney failure. It's CKD stage 6. It's end-stage renal disease. So squeaky chair. Let me back up. But I chose to go to dialysis. I chose dialysis over transplant, and that makes it harder, and that makes it seem more. But you know what? The surgery just didn't appeal to me. I didn't want to be cut open any more than I have to. Now, I just had gallbladder surgery, right? Which is actually a simple surgery. It's just as simple surgery as taking your tonsils out anymore. I guess as an adult, it's a little bit more dangerous. There's a little bit more, not dangerous, but there's a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck. It's a little more hazardous. It's a little more, yeah, like that. But not even that hazard. It's just there's the danger of anesthesia. There's danger in any kind of surgery where they put you out. But anyway, taking your gallbladder out is as simple as taking your tonsils out now. But of course, me, being as physically bloody fucked up as I am, I had complications because everything's it was a foreign doctor, so he said everything is swollen down. Your pancreas is swollen, and your bits and your bottoms down inside your tummy is all swollen. It's terrible. So because of all that, they had complications, and apparently I was leaking. Okay, so they put in these drains. I'm not going to get graphic. Okay, I'm not going to get graphic. I'm just telling you, what the fuck's up, right? So they put in these drains. Well, I kept leaking. I wouldn't stop. And the doctors at the hospital I was at, Western Maryland Health Systems, couldn't figure out how to stop the leaking. So they called, I'm not going to name any names again, but West Virginia University Hospital. They called them and said, do you know what's going on? And the doctors up at West Virginia University Hospital said, oh, yeah, I know what it is. Send him up here. I'll fix him. So Western Maryland Hospital sent me on a Thursday night by ambulance. They transported me 100 miles west to West Virginia University Hospital, where the doctor came in and saw me. Within 2 hours of me getting in that bed, that doctor was there, and he said, look, we've had a cancellation early Friday morning. We're going to get you into surgery right then and right away and get you fixed up. And I said, cool. So we went into surgery Friday morning. Friday morning we went into surgery. Friday night I was home. I spent 3 weeks at Western Maryland Hospital for them trying to fucking figure me out. From the day I got there on, when did I get there? April 11th. I have a surgery on May 18th, and I was there 2 more weeks before they could figure out what the fuck was going on. Couldn't pay my bills. Didn't have anybody pay my bills. Couldn't come home. I mean, it was fucking hard. Now, don't get me wrong. I like a good vacation at a hospital, especially at Ruby Memorial. Ruby Memorial, that's West Virginia University Hospital. It's called Ruby or Ruby Memorial or, you know, a WVU, you know. It's a university hospital. It's a teaching hospital. So they have, and the nurses there are fucking hot. God, they're so hot. They're college students. And they're hot. And I'm a dirty old man. I'm 47. These girls are smoking hot. But you know, it's funny. You know how many pregnant nurses are at WVU? I swear to God. Over a 2-month period, I spent more time in the hospital than I did at home. And over a 2-month, so I was at WVU, admitted many times. I saw at least 7 pregnant nurses in their young 20s, you know, between 20 and 25. At least 7 or 8, all of them smoking hot and pregnant. And it was just like, I was like, what's going on, man? And the one nurse that I had there, that was her, the day she was attending me, it was her due date. She was there working on her due date. And I was like, oh my God, what if your water breaks? And she's like, I'm fucking here. She's like, if my water breaks, I'm already at the hospital. All I gotta do is trot my cute little ass on down to the fucking baby ward, maternity ward is what that is. Now ain't that some shit, man? I swear. But anyway, after all that, I've been trying. So I'm reaching out on social media. It's taken me a long time to get to this point to get that confidence to want to reach out to the world and talk with other people and find what's on. Because I've been really reclusive the last couple of years. You know, being sick does that to you. It affects you mentally. But you know what? I'm doing counseling now. It's not one of those pill writing, you know, doctors. It's just counseling. Okay, it's just a counselor. It's just somebody that I go to and I talk with 1 hour, you know, whenever I've got it scheduled. And I probably, I don't know if it's every week or not, and I probably missed an appointment because I can't remember when I'm supposed to go back. But I did see her the first time. We had a preliminary discussion about everything that's going on with me mentally. Because here's the thing. Being in as much physical trauma as I've been since 2007 is when I got sick. Being in that much physical trauma between that first time and then and now, man, it fucks with you. It fucks with you. And the drugs that you have to go on, you're talking about gabapentin and Ativan, and you got cardizem for the AFib, you know, clonidine, lisinopril, stuff for blood pressure, stuff you got to take for your dialysis because you're not allowed to eat certain foods, so you got to take a phosphorus binder. It's called Boslow. You got to take that. These are big honking blue and white pills, and you're supposed to take like 3 of them, and it's something outrageous. It's like 600 milligrams, 800 milligrams of Boslow, and that helps. What that does is it helps bind any kind of phosphorus that you eat, any kind of food that you eat. It binds it all together in your system, and it helps you get it out. So that's what Boslow is. and it's not that bad. It's not. It's almost like Tums, except it's got the binder in it. It does pretty much the same thing as Tums does. Now, why is this thing? You know what? I should have done this earlier, and I really need to get a better idea. Now, is that in the way? Can that? No, no. Now, see, there we go. That's the way I should have done it, because now I've got the laptop in front of me and the desktop up there. So, and I can see both pictures, and that makes more sense than having it all the way across the room, So, there we go. We're learning as we go. This is a learning process because this is a grassroots operation, and we like to take care of our employees. Oh, and speaking of that, I'm trying to, I want to make a thing here. I'm trying to create something. So I've tried to get a Patreon account going, which seems to be the thing. But unfortunately for me, I'm not a hot young chick that can just do live streams and get a Patreon account and have fuckers pay $100 a pop just to watch some live chick talk about shit, just like I'm talking about shit for half an hour. Which I think is really unfair because, I think I've got more interesting things to say than say. Of course, you know what? People want to look at boobs. I'm not taking off my shirt. I don't care how much money you want to pay. I got to adjust my hose there. I ain't taking off my clothes for nobody. So, fuck that. But I've been trying to set up that Patreon account, and it's just like you're trying to connect it. God damn, you almost need a production staff. You almost need a GoFundMe account and a fucking what do they call that shit? Crowdfunding. You almost need that shit. And Patreon and all that kind of stuff, just so you can get a production staff to get people to come and fucking fix all this up. I'm one guy, and I'm trying to install software and get it all hooked up, and for the life of me, I can't figure out how to hook up my Patreon account to the, I hit the keyboard, I can't figure out the Patreon account to the PayPal account, and how to hook up. There's got to be a way to hook up PayPal, Patreon, because PayPal is where they send the money to Patreon, and then Patreon sends the money to PayPal, and then PayPal can send you a check, or it goes on a card. Same thing with like GoFundMe. Like you go set up your GoFundMe account, and it goes to a bank account, or it can go right to a card. I think the easiest, excuse me, I think I need to set up the GoFundMe account because I think that'll be the easiest platform. If somebody wants to sponsor me, the thing about Patreon is that can set up monthly payments. When somebody does the Patreon, I think that's pretty much subscribing to you, and then you pay a monthly fee to get the content. Now, what happens when you pay somebody? When you pay somebody who does all this kind of stuff, what you're paying for is content, better production staff, better equipment, better cameras, and all that kind of stuff. So if you find somebody online interesting, and I'm advocating for all those people that are online doing live streams and doing shows and skits and all that kind of stuff, when you subscribe and you like or you upvote or you follow, and then you like what they're doing and you're watching them often, what's $5? What's $5 is a pack of cigarettes. or $5 is two 2 liters of soda. So what's $5? Or what's $1 to subscribe? Or what's $3? I mean, there are some channels, there are some things that are completely fucking outrageous. Guys that are paying $100 a month to subscribe to these, big boobed women that just sit around on their beds and bounce. I mean, so if you find a content creator, and that's what we're calling ourselves, it's not artists so much, but we're digital electronic artists. But it's the nomenclature is content creator. That's the online people like us. When you find that content creator that you like, God, donate a little money. If there's a low monthly subscription, subscribe by all means. I'm not saying go out and subscribe to somebody for 25 fucking bucks a month. Not unless you want to. Not unless you got it. And I'm not necessarily asking you for that. I'm down the road because the content that's being produced now, I don't think this is money worth. It's not worth anything. It's just me having fun with you and being social. So but this I don't know. Maybe I'd pay $1 a month to watch me. I don't know. Would you date me? I'd date me. What movie is that from? Yeah, figure that one out. Oh man. But it will be. That's the thing. I want to get to the point to where it's worth something, to where things look like they should, to where we've got a decent studio type setting and not just this blue curtain shit hanging up behind me, covering up the blazing sun and the hill. It's funny because there's a fucking hillside out like 40, 50 feet from this window. I'm on the second floor. 50 feet from this window, there's a hillside that goes up like 500 feet. It's a huge fucking hill. And that's all you can see out the back window. So the sun shining down, I don't know why it's the sun went away there a little bit, but anyway, so we're going to try to get to the point to where people want to subscribe. And why is that? Now I feel like I'm out of focus. Maybe I got too far back. Squeak, squeak. Anyway, we want to get it to the point to where there's a decent production value to what I'm doing here. I want to get people to help. It's hard to get people to help for free. And it's hard to get, especially to get people for free who know what they're doing. But I would like to get somebody to come in and help me get all this stuff together. And in order to do that, it takes a little money. Now I can kickstart myself. But down the road, when the production value goes up, and there are costs involved, and it's always, I think it's a minimal cost. I don't think there's a huge cost into live streaming or gaming or all that kind of stuff, other than that person just having a gaming computer or whatever. And if they've spent the money on the gaming computer, then I think you ought to say. Anyway, I'm rambling on, but my message is support people online, support those people. I've got a website. Not a website. I've got a thing over on VidMe. If you type in VidMe or vidme.com, you will get there. Type in 50 Shades of Ray, and you will find me on VidMe. Now, my VidMe channel doesn't have live streams, and it doesn't have gaming. What it has is videos. Gosh, I'm choking up here for some reason. Oh, there we go. What it has is videos that little skits, little videos that I've put together and stuck up there. Like I was talking about earlier, VidMe has 3 GB a week limit. So if I put up, I didn't know this at first. I didn't realize it had a 3 GB limit because VidMe's all new. VidMe, as I've talked about it before, VidMe's what YouTube used to be or what YouTube should have been. And I'm really advocating for VidMe right now. I'm really promoting those guys because I think they've done a wonderful job with their website, VidMe. But I didn't realize there was 3 GB a week only. Now, if I do 3 live streams about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, that's boom, that's 3 GB gone. So I was like, fuck. Because I wanted VidMe, because VidMe was the new site. Now, if you get verified, on VidMe, you have to have at least 50 subscribers. And I've been really trying, to sub for sub and really trying to get subscribers on VidMe. So actually, if you wanted to do me a favor, you could go over to vidme.com, type in 50 Shades of Ray, find me, subscribe to my channel, and then you don't ever have to watch again. But that would really help me out if you would subscribe to the VidMe channel. So I can get verified, so I can add more content than 3 GB a week, because VidMe was originally supposed to be all my live streams, YouTube and Facebook, and we were going to put it, and YouTube was going to be the specialized channel for special things. Special events and special videos and stuff like that. Well, it turns out we're the opposite. YouTube is now the dump channel where we throw. I don't mean that in a negative way. It's what I'm talking about is it's a video dump. It's everything. It's all the live streams. It's all the gaming. So if you want to catch up on anything, you go to YouTube. 50 Shades of Ray on YouTube. But VidMe, 50 Shades of Ray live stream. Is, like I said, is like the specialty channel where our little skits, little videos that we've edited and put together, stuff that I think is funny, stuff that other people thought was funny, that I put together and I didn't think that was that funny, and people said, oh, no, it's funny, and put it on there. So I put it on there, and I'm just like, yeah, see, you're always your own worst critic. Your own worst critic, yep. And so a lot of stuff I do when I put together, I'm just like, I don't know if it's that good or not, I just like whether it's for YouTube or whether it's for Facebook or whether it's for VidMe or I'm just like, I'm my own worst critic, and I'm just like, I don't think it's fun. And then somebody will say, oh no, it's good, put it up there. Now, there are people in this world that just tell you shit to make you feel good. Don't do that. Seriously, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm trying to make eye contact with the YouTube people and the Facebook people at the same time. There's the camera. I'm trying to find the fucking camera. I can't find the fucking camera. Don't say things to people to make them feel good. Don't lie to people, except your wife. That's the only person you're allowed to lie to about, make them feel good about themselves by lying. Because, do these jeans make my ass look fat? No. Not at all. So that's the only person that you're allowed to do that with. Other people don't do that. If it's a friend or a family member, I mean, it's one thing to make people feel good about themselves. It's another thing to lie to them to make them feel good about themselves. Because you're going to lie to them. Somebody's going to say, how do I look? And you're just going to say, you look wonderful. Prepare to go out into public. And then they go out into public and then they just get fucking laughed at. But that's cruel. I mean, but people are cruel. So don't, if somebody, they get a hairstyle or something and they're just like, how does this look? And I said, just be honest. Just be honest with them. Say, look, you know what? You're my friend, and I love you dearly. But this hairstyle, dear, is just, I don't think it's going to work. And then they could always say, because it's your, oh, fuck you. I'm going to do what I want to do, and you can't. You're not the boss of me. Well, that's fine. Let them go get fucking Let them go get yeah, there goes the air conditioner. Let them go get ridiculed in public. They'll come back and they'll be sorry about it. They say, oh, I should have listened to you. And you're like, oh, I told you so. Well, that's what you get. Well, you know what? We've been live for about 35 minutes here, which is a little bit longer than I like to go. I like to keep live streams about 30 minutes because, like I've always said, you can always have a conversation with somebody for 20 or 30 minutes. That's no big deal. It's not a big chunk of your day that's gone. And everybody can do that. They can sit down and listen. You can have a conversation. And that's what I want to do with people with the live streams is have conversations. So we're going to get ready to sign off here. You can always check this out on Facebook or YouTube. You can always it'll be posted back up on there, so you can always catch up on what you missed in the first 30 minutes of the show if you first joined. But don't forget, we are on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on VidMe. It's 50 Shades of Ray live streaming on everything except Twitter, where it's at Raymond Federley, at Raymond_Federley on Twitter. You can join me on Twitter. On Facebook, it's Ray Fed, Raymond Fed, or just type in Raymond Federley. And join me on Facebook. Friend me on Facebook if you would like. I thought about setting up like a public figure page or something like, I don't know. I'm still kind of thinking about it. I kind of like the personal touch with Facebook, though. Facebook has always been more of a personal thing. I could always open up. I mean, today we're doing the double live stream with YouTube and Facebook. But Facebook's always been more like the personal channel. Excuse me, the nose itches. It's the oxygen. That's just what happens. It's just what happens. So, okay, we're 37 minutes in. I'm going to call it here. This is 50 Shades of Ray, live stream, Facebook and YouTube, signing off, and we will see you next time. Yep. Now I got to find all my fucking buttons. It's just like a thing.